In 1453, the fortified city of Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire, fell to the rising power of the Ottoman Turks. This pivotal event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, which had stood as a bastion of Christian civilization for over 1,000 years, and the emergence of the Ottoman Empire as a dominant force in the region. The capture of Constantinople and its subsequent transformation into Istanbul symbolized not only a geographical and political shift but a significant cultural and religious transformation as well. Under Ottoman rule, Istanbul became the epicenter of the burgeoning Ottoman Empire, which stretched across Europe, Asia, and Africa. This vibrant metropolis, formerly known for its Byzantine churches and Greek-speaking populace, was transformed into a hub of Islamic culture and Ottoman governance. The city's strategic location as the bridge between East and West made it critical in controlling trade routes and exerted a substantial impact on commerce. It became a melting pot where different cultures, ideologies, and religions intermingled, fostering an environment rich in diversity and trade. The fall of Constantinople is often seen as a significant turning point in world history. This event is commonly regarded as the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the early modern period. The fall prompted many scholars to flee westward, bringing ancient Greek and Roman texts with them. This movement helped ignite the Renaissance, a period of renewed interest in art, science, and culture across Europe. The loss of Constantinople further led to the need to discover new trade routes, paving the way for the Age of Discovery. European nations began seeking alternative paths to the riches of the East, thus expanding their maritime explorations, which eventually led to the discovery of the Americas. Moreover, the conquest of Constantinople had a lasting impact on global trade dynamics. The Ottomans controlled the overland routes to Asia, which forced European nations to pursue seaborne paths. This development altered the traditional trade networks, leading to the increased importance of ocean voyages and pushing forward the maritime dominance of European powers like Portugal and Spain. Despite its fall to the Ottomans, the legacy of Constantinople endured within the realms of cultural and religious history. As the Second Rome, it was once a repository of religious and cultural treasures, a place of splendor and piety. The city's architectural feats like the Hagia Sophia stand as testaments to its glorious past, symbolizing the artistic and religious achievements of Byzantine civilization. Constantinople's rich history continues to resonate in modern times as a reminder of the intricate tapestry of heritage that influences contemporary cultural and religious discourse. In the year 1453, the world witnessed one of the most significant sieges in history, the Siege of Constantinople. This confrontation not only marked the end of the Byzantine Empire but also highlighted the transformative power of warfare technology and tactical brilliance. The Ottoman Empire, led by Sultan Mehmed II, employed strategic military organization against the defending Byzantine forces, heralding a new era in siege warfare. The strategy and organization of both armies were fundamental to the siege's outcome. The Ottoman forces demonstrated unprecedented military efficiency and coordination. Under Sultan Mehmed II's leadership, the Ottomans assembled a formidable army of around 80,000 to 100,000 men, showcasing a mix of professional soldiers, conscripts, and auxiliary units. Opposing them, the defenders of Constantinople, led by Emperor Constantine XI, numbered significantly fewer, with estimates ranging from 7,000 to 10,000 soldiers. These defenders relied heavily on the city's renowned fortifications for their survival. The Theodosian walls, encircling the city, were among the strongest defenses of the medieval period. Comprising 3 tiers of defensive structures, these walls had repelled numerous sieges over the centuries. However, a new player in siege warfare entered the fray: gunpowder artillery. The Ottomans brought with them colossal cannons, including the legendary Basilica, crafted by the Hungarian engineer Orban. These artillery pieces were capable of breaching even the strongest fortifications, marking a shift in the balance of power. Despite initial limitations in firing rate and reliability, the sheer force of these cannons symbolized a new era. The siege spanned 53 grueling days, testing the resolve and ingenuity of both sides. It began in earnest on April 6, 1453. The Ottomans methodically besieged the city, attempting to breach its famed walls while cutting off supply routes. Mehmed's navy maintained a blockade, closing off the Bosporus Strait and preventing aid from reaching the inhabitants. One of the most notable events occurred when the Ottomans ingeniously transported their ships overland. This maneuver allowed their naval forces to penetrate deeper and apply further pressure on the besieged city. Despite the ingenuity of Constantinople's defenders, including the use of naval mines and defensive artillery, they struggled against Mehmed's relentless assaults. The defenders also faced critical shortages of food and manpower, their pleas for help to Western Europe largely unanswered. Sultan Mehmed II's persistence and tactical acumen were eventually rewarded. On May 29, 1453, after weeks of continuous bombardment and several failed assaults, the Ottomans launched a final, massive attack. Utilizing a coordinated offensive across various points, Mehmed exploited a flaw in the Byzantine defense. A small gate known as the Kirka Porta was temporarily left unsecured. The Ottomans infiltrated through this breach, leading to chaos and panic among the defenders. The resistance collapsed under the immense pressure. Soon, the city was overtaken, marking a new epoch. Mehmed II's victory was not only a military triumph but also a spiritual and cultural watershed, as he transformed Constantinople into the seat of Ottoman power. In conclusion, the siege of Constantinople in 1453 illustrates the profound impact of strategic military planning and technological innovation in warfare. Sultan Mehmed II's ability to effectively utilize new weaponry and novel tactics against the venerable defenses of Constantinople was a decisive factor in the Ottomans' victory, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire. Constantinople, known today as Istanbul, was more than just a city, it was a strategic linchpin resting at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. This unique location made it a coveted prize for many empires due to its potential for both trade and military advantage. As the capital of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople was a symbol of Roman heritage and Christian strength, standing resilient against numerous sieges and assaults throughout its history leading up to the year 1453. By the mid-15th century, the Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its former glory. Plagued by internal strife, continuous warfare, and shrinking borders, the once great empire was now reduced to Constantinople and its immediate surroundings. Weak leadership, civil wars, and a fragmented society had left it vulnerable. These internal issues were compounded by relentless external threats. By 1453, the Byzantine Empire was surrounded by hostile forces with increasing power, most notably the Ottoman Empire. Under the rule of Sultan Mehmed II, often known as Mehmed the Conqueror, the Ottoman Empire was burgeoning with ambition and strength. Sultan Mehmed II, a shrewd and determined leader, had grown tired of the repeated failures to take Constantinople. Fully aware of the symbolic and strategic value that Constantinople held, Mehmed meticulously planned his final assault, building a formidable force and preparing advanced siege techniques that had yet to be witnessed by the walls of the ancient city. Before the siege, the political and military landscape was tense and complex. The Byzantine Empire, under the reign of the last Byzantine emperor, Constantine XI Palaiologos, sought help from the west but received limited support. Numerous factors including religious schisms and geopolitical interests limited Western support. Meanwhile, the Ottomans capitalized on their advantage. Mehmed fortified the strategic position by building the Rumeli fortress on the Bosporus Strait. This effectively cut off Constantinople from potential aid by sea. The superiority of the Ottoman military might was further reinforced with the use of massive cannons, demonstrating the technological and tactical advancements under Mehmed's rule. As political maneuvers failed to garner effective alliances for Byzantium, the scene was set for one of history's most defining sieges, leading to an inevitable confrontation that would alter the course of history in the region forever.